Aloha. Aloha po'akolu. Ai he po'akolu ke'ia. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's actually beautiful outside. Had a little bit ua this morning. But I wanted to come on and, this morning, for some reason, I got drawn into reading a few journal articles, which usually ends up making me want to look into it more and learn more. So, as you can see in the title, I learned a new word today, and I wanted to share a little bit with you about this word and what it made me go and try and learn a little bit more. So the word, and I'm going to try and say this correctly, but I'm also going to show you my computer screen behind here. I believe the word is pronounced adiposity. So I'm going to switch the camera here and turn it this way so you can see my screen. So I had to look it up. I didn't know this word before. And I love, some of these websites. As you can see, I have many websites open. But here you can hear it. So let's holohe.
Adiposity.
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 Adiposity. So I was reading this one article about adiposity, but I'm actually gonna see if I can pull up the title of the journal article I was reading is Prevalence of Overweight and Central Adiposity is Associated with Percentage of Indigenous Ancestry Among Native Hawaiians. So of course that caught my ear because of just so many of the health issues that we deal with. So I read the article. It was really interesting. It looked at 567 rural Native Hawaiian men and women between 30 years and older. And they were looking at their dietary, physical activity history, looking at their BMI, and things like that. So just looking at different ways to assess the adiposity as well as their lifestyle and all of that. So it was really interesting and also really concerning. It's not really like new news to me and to many of us, that so many of us have dealt with it, continue to deal with it, may deal with it in the future. So, many of you who have been on my page or my lives or we've talked, know that, Victor and I and so many other Hawaiians and friends and family members have been on this huakai of life to really work on our olakino, our health, our optimal health and well-being, which I feel is Mauliola, which really encompasses so much. And it's not just about weight. And so I don't know if I've shown this book to you before, but one of our resources is put together by Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. And this is his picture. But this is just one of his books called The Habits of Health. And education is a really big part of our huakai of health and a healthy lifestyle. And so, I was sharing with some friends last night about, some of the tools. Like the question really was, how do I know what is a healthy weight? And my answer to them were, well, it's what do you consider a healthy weight? I mean, I can tell you what Dr. A says is a healthy weight. And for me, did I think that a few years ago in 2019 that I could set a goal of 160, 170. Definitely not. I decided that when I started at 295 pounds, I said, oh, can I just try 10 pounds? And that's what I told my coach at that time. So I worked on 10 pounds and I did it. And so then I set my next goal. And fast forward till now, I'm still setting these kinds of goals. But I do look at the BMI chart, which many times I avoided looking at. So, you know, I'm sure many of us have looked at the BMI chart and thought, are you crazy? Like I cannot do that. So, you know, I'm gonna so I opened up in this book, the Habits of Health book, and I'm gonna flip the camera again. So in one of the pages, there's the BMI chart. So I'm gonna show you, if I look at this, let me see. So I'm 5'2", and then you scroll all the way this side, and I was 295, I said, right? So that's about right here between 53, 55. And so I'd say I was a 54 on the BMI chart. And this big red part over here is all what is considered obese. So now when you go here, so that's where I started in 2019. And now I'm happy to say that I'm on this side of the chart. And I'm now in this. I say I'm right between the overweight and obese, 29, 30, 31. I've been fluctuating around there. According to this, it tells me that I should be, so as a 5'2" person, I should be 130, and then that'll put me into a healthy weight area. So I don't know, I'm just sharing that because did I think that I could even get out of the obese area on the BMI chart? And did I set that as a goal back in 2019? No, I didn't. But today I can set those kinds of goals. And I think, you know, I like working with people to kind of set those goals too. And I'm gonna, like, so this chapter that I'm reading in Dr. A's Habits of Health talks about healthy weight management. So I wanted to just read you a little bit in here on why it's so important. I put that question of why is it so important for a healthy lifestyle? And again, to avoid, you know, this new word that I put in there, adiposity, a word again is really new for me. But if we look again at the what it means, and I was showing this earlier, I'm gonna flip my camera. So adiposity, it says the fact or condition of having much or too much fatty tissue in the body. And then the second definition says degree of fattiness or amount of fat, especially in a particular region of the body. So when I was reading that article about, again, the title of that article said prevalence of overweight and central adiposity. So it's talking about that fatty tissue in the central part of our body. And so, you know, one of the tools that Dr. A, besides the BMI chart, Dr. A encourages us to measure our waist circumference as one of those tools to see how we progress. And so, yeah, I wanted to share that. So back to the book. I'll just read a little bit, and then, you know, I want to say mahalo to everybody that's jumping on. And also kia ora to my friend in Aotearoa, Ron. And of course, Uncle Snooky and Mahi and Kau'i and, you know, everybody else. So it says, reaching and maintaining a healthy weight is the most important gift you can give yourself and those you love and care about. It is the foundation of optimal health and well-being, and without it, the mason jar cannot support long-term health. So I don't know about you, but I want long-term health. I don't want the fix it now, go on a diet, and then I'm done, and going back to my older habits. So on the next page, it says, so why is it so important? Well, for starters, it can, 1, help you live longer. 2, improve the quality of your life. Slow down the aging process. Give you more energy and vitality. Improve your mental outlook and increase your happiness. I don't know. I'm loving all of this right here. Improve your work performance. Improve your sleep. Lower your blood pressure, cholesterol, especially bad cholesterol and triglycerides. Lower your risk for heart attack or stroke. Lower your blood sugar. Eliminate insulin resistance. Reverse and possibly eliminate metabolic syndrome. Dramatically lower your risk of developing diabetes, or if you have diabetes, arrest and even reverse its progression. Lower your risk for liver and gallbladder disease. Lower your risk for varicose veins, deep vein thrombosis, and blood clots. Help you breathe better. Eliminate sleep apnea. Lessen or eliminate asthma, bronchitis, and other lung problems. Lower your risk of getting arthritis, or if you have arthritis, relieve your pain. Reduce or eliminate the amount of medication you use. Increase your chances of becoming pregnant. Improve the health of you and your baby during pregnancy. Markedly lower your risk for many types of cancers. Just a 10% reduction in your weight lowers your risk of disease by over 50%, and that risk continues to drop as you reduce your BMI below 25. In fact, the only drawback to weight loss that I've ever encountered is that you'll have to spend money on a new wardrobe. So I'm almost done. Let's start by finding out where you are currently and then go to work in installing new habits that will help you reach and sustain lifelong weight control. The following diagram shows this new energy path as the linear progression you will take over time. Oh my gosh, so many cool things, as I continue to, learn about why reaching and maintaining a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle is so important. And I love all of those. Aloha e makalena. Yes, had me at happy. Pia ikahau oli. I mean, I think that's what life is about, is just what is it that's going to bring joy to us, and to being in a healthy place so that we can bring joy to others and to our community, to our lahui. So important. And, this is just the beginning of a list of why it's so important. And, Victor and I are committed to, as health coaches, one being becoming better health coaches, continuing to learn more about health and why it's so important. And when we do our daily pule, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional here. When we do our daily pule, we always pule for health, for our community, for our lahui, for our family, and for our friends, because we know that there's so many people that are struggling today with health. And we want everyone to be healthy, and we pray for healthy healthy people, and we want that for everyone. And we know that the program we've chosen has transformed our lives and continues to do so, because we have so much more to learn. And so we have this great offer, this great gift to share. And if it's something you want to explore with us and avoid this adiposity, this new word that I learned, adiposity, and having that kind of adiposity on our bodies, because I still got a lot here of my own kino that I need to get rid of. And so I'm making a commitment to and claiming it out there for everyone, that I am on this mission to really create a healthy lahui, a healthy community, so that we can continue to pay it forward to the next generation. So I'm gonna put down below a form, short, quick online form. If you are even a little bit interested and want to hear more, then take a few minutes to fill it out, and I would love to share more and see if maybe this is a fit for you. It may not be. It may be. It's something that has helped me as a Hawaiian woman. It's helped my kane as a Hawaiian man, and it's helped us as a ohana to continue to live a healthy lifestyle, to continue to learn, and we just want to pay it forward to all of you. So yeah, let me know, and together let's continue to learn about healthy lifestyles and make a commitment to not just to us here today, but to make these changes for the next generation. So have a beautiful po'akolu, a beautiful week, and reach out if you just want to learn more, or take a look at that form that I'll put down below. All right. Hui ho. Ola a mauli ola kakua pau. Hui ho.